My favorite experience of the mission, which it's hard to rank because you have so many great experiences, but one of my favorites was training new missionaries. And the second missionary that I trained, his name was Elder Benson, and he's one of the best friends I have in the entire world. And I just remember I trained him in a town called Weatherford, Oklahoma, which is out in western Oklahoma. And I loved that ward. All the members were so great. Just everyone was really willing to help us. But at the time that he was there, finding people to teach was a little bit tougher. We didn't really have a ton going on in the area. Our investigators weren't really progressing a ton. We went through a lot of tough times together, and we created a really special bond. And a couple transfers after that, Elder Benson ended up having to go home for a time because of some health reasons. And that was really tough for me, He's one of my favorite companions for sure. And so I was really concerned for him. And I just remember praying for him a lot, that the Lord would help him, overcome his health challenges and, return to the mission field if that was God's plan for him. And this was probably, I want to say, probably 7 or 8 months later. I heard that he was coming back out. And I remember getting the call for transfers, and they told me that I was going to be with Elder Benson again when he came back out. And I just remember running through the little house that we lived in and jumping for joy, literally. And I remember praying that night that Elder Benson and I, that we could have a baptism together. We had been through so much together. And I just really wanted us to have that experience of helping someone reach the waters of baptism. And so while he was there, we were teaching a lady named Ashley, who we had been teaching her before he got there, but once he got there, she really started to progress, and she made the decision that she wanted to be baptized. But she worked every Sunday, and so we just kept teaching her because we knew that she was sincere in her desire. And it actually ended up happening after both of us had left the area, but Ashley ended up getting baptized. And I was really thankful because I remember when I said the prayer asking Heavenly Father that we could have a baptism together, I felt really strongly that it was going to happen. And then Heavenly Father came through on his promise that he was going to allow us to have that experience. And so I guess that's just an example of how special the relationships that you develop on your mission are. It's hard to develop, or it's hard to describe those relationships, but you make friends on the mission that just those friendships are so strong, even though you only know them for a short period of time.